In the halls where the whispers gather, conservative minds debate the future. From tax cuts to border walls, strategies clash like a political rally. Frustration brews in the chambers. As always, meet new challenges. Dissenting voices rise up, seeking unity, but finding divides. We stand strong, we stand tall. In this party, our spirit will not fall. Though the path is rocky and long, we march forward with hearts full of song. Policies debated, votes cast. In the shadows, some doubts are fast. Yet the fire of conviction burns bright, fueling hope, making the dark night light.
It's amazing.
Frustration brews in the chambers, as old ways meet
He
new
puts the words in
challenges. Dissenting
and the
voices
lyrics
rise
down.
up,
The same?
seeking unity, but find it divides.
I just can't believe it's not a real voice.
We stand tall in this tawny, our spirit will not fall. Though the path is rocky and long, we march forward with hearts
Yeah!
All right. Here we are on Rebel Republic. I'm your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. You're either with us or you're against us. And with me, the voice of reason himself, Frank Cristiano.
By the speed you got back, Dave, you have you still have a young man's stream.
Yes, I do. I do. Not too many dribbles yet.
Yes. And the man himself, Coach Schumann, who it's go time. It was just say yes to greatness, it's just go time now. So I love it. I love it all. A lot to catch up on. We got a lot of complaints from last week.
What happened last week?
We didn't do Rebel Republic.
We didn't.
No, and people were not happy.
They weren't happy?
No,
Real.
no.
Who complained?
The guy that I send it to, Dave.
AI.
The Dave Warner.
We are so upset that you did not do the podcast.
It's a most downloaded or listened to show. It's at the radio and then he puts it on his
Oh,
podcast.
we're still on the radio, supposedly.
Well, Ernie too, but
Oh,
and
Ernie,
you can ask
Ernie.
Kevin Freeman. Yes, you can ask Kevin Freeman. Kevin met Ernie.
It's extremely
Better.
popular. It's extremely popular in this rural Mohawk Valley.
No, we get Utica listeners.
We do.
Yeah, dude. When we post it, this is like,
Yeah.
on our social media, it's our most listened to show.
Huge.
It usually is. When you combine it all, it's by far, especially when Tyler's on.
How do we do it on Unity Radio?
Unity Radio is good. That's
We're
problem.
on Unity Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. We're just not well liked.
We're on an urban radio station with conservative.
Yeah,
political talk.
we're not well liked.
We're on the 1 to 2 a.m. segment once a week on Unity Radio, I think.
Coming
No,
on
we're in the morning. We're not well
the
liked.
highlights of Rebel Republic will be on from 3 to 3:03 today.
Yeah.
AM.
We're not well liked.
We're on at peak prime time of crime.
You think with a week off that you could behave yourselves? So
3 a.m. to 3:03. Rebel Republic this week.
I'm the best podcast
That's it,
host
it's
in the
over.
universe. And that's everything for tonight.
all
folks.
right.
Thank you.
See you next week, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm trying to understand this. They're saying that the Senate GOP leader moves to lower filibuster threshold for Trump nominees through nuclear option. And it says late Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid detonated the first Senate nuclear option in 2013, curbing the filibuster to confirm executive branch nominees, except for the Supreme Court. So what does that mean? He filibustered.
Well, I think they want the vote to pass in the Senate to drop from 60 to just a majority.
Right. So you could just stand up there and just keep talking, right? That's what a filibuster is.
Yes and no. Yes, it is, but it's more of a control for voting numbers. I'm going to assume that's what they're looking for.
Right. Yeah.
If you need 60 senators to vote,
Because not everyone will vote, right?
Yeah, they're not going to.
They're in
even your own party senators may not agree at some point, and all it is negotiation behind closed doors.
Yeah, that's what it all
How are you going to
happens,
grease my palms so you can get my
Yeah.
vote for whatever you're trying to pass?
Yeah, they got to get what they want. I get that part. But yeah, it says that Mitch McConnell ignited the second nuclear option in 2017 to confirm Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch. Yeah, and lower the filibuster bar for nominations to the High Court. So now Senate Majority Leader John Thune is likely to detonate the parliamentary equivalent of a suitcase nuke later this week. He's going to follow the playbook established by Reid and McConnell to alter the Senate precedent, not a rules change, to expedite the confirmation of lower level nominees in the group. And the plan will not include judges nor cabinet secretaries. Doesn't this just all cause delays and problems?
Thune to me is an idiot.
Well,
I'm
I
sorry.
I think most people
all these guys, they've got to get rid. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, there has to be term limits. There has to be age limits of what. No person in this country wants representation from someone that's from the Stone Age.
No.
And those guys become professionals. When you're 75 and you're in politics, you have kissed so many babies and greased so many palms to be able to get your bank account to grow so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're the professional. You're professional at doing that. Look, for one example, Dave, how Ilhan Omar, the representative, the House rep in Minnesota. So in her time, since being a rep, she came from having nothing. I think worth like $40,000 to $30 million.
Well, you talked about that. You said that you were going to do the stock market with Pelosi.
She's the greatest trader in the history of the stock market.
Even Gordon Gekko.
Right. So you're telling me a low-level newbie of a politician within a 5 or 6 year span, is going to amass on a $170,000 salary or whatever it is the House of Reps.
That amount of wealth.
That amount of wealth.
It's PAC money. It's all that PAC money somehow gets in their hands.
Right.
Well, because that's all they do is
How is that, by the way, Frank?
Because
how
they
the PAC money somehow get in their pockets?
What's the difference between a PAC?
They fund the PAC. The PAC is it's an organization outside of the party that funds the party.
I always wonder.
So it's not fundraising.
And how do they do it legally? That's the thing. How do they do it? So I can see how
they're doing it legally. That's how the money's going through. But how are they doing it? That's what I want to know.
It's a third party. It's got to be a third party donation. The PAC sends out the money to some other organization. The other organization hires out Omar to fucking clean toilets.
In their pocket. Like, how do they get to put it literally in their pocket? That's what I wonder.
They go through that much trouble. They give it to it goes like between three different people to get that.
It's just like USAID.
Oh, that yeah.
It's third-party contractors that are doling out the money to everybody that's got their hand in the cookie jar.
Right.
And that way the trail is so long. Right? Yeah. The trail is so long.
Shell companies or what?
Absolutely. The trail is so long and messy, Dave. There's no way. Who wants to spend time trying to find all this?
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
So just just let it go.
Well, how do we get our hands in the cookie jar?
I don't want. I wouldn't touch that filthy money. You couldn't pay me enough to take that. I don't give a shit what they're trying to give me or trying to push. Because
I agree,
all you have in life is your handshake.
You do.
You have your guarantee, your word in life, and all that.
Yes.
And if you keep two-facing everybody because someone's sliding money into your account, then you're a worthless piece of shit.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what the people should be arguing for in the streets. Not that ICE is taking away illegals that have criminal records that need to be deported, or even just illegals that have been, they've been hanging out here for years, looking to get jobs at Home Depot or illegal contracting jobs and taking jobs away from Americans. Okay. But they're complaining and they're marching the streets and they're crying in social media about this. Instead,
they're American.
Instead, they should be investigating and marching and protesting about how these politicians are filtering millions of dollars into their account, basically illegally. but made legal through some kind of government loop.
Wow, politicians are filtering the money.
Absolutely.
illegally.
You think someone's just sending them money because they like
Oh,
them?
you told me that.
You're going to get votes.
You get paid
You're going to get votes.
Right.
Lobbyists are going to get votes. That's what they work on. And then once a lobbyist has got what he gets, you're going to get the envelope as a politician.
Right. So the other big news was the whole Epstein thing. They've been arguing about this for like a month, but Bill Clinton had a letter in Epstein's birthday book, which was among some of the new files released by the House Oversight Committee. And they're criticizing the House Oversight Committee for cherry picking what they're releasing to make the left look bad. Bill Clinton had a nice message in the late pedophile's infamous birthday book. It was a surprise document dump by the GOP-led panel after Epstein's estate turned materials over to House investigators pursuant to a congressional subpoena. Okay. Among the documents released by the committee is the reported book compiled by Epstein's accomplice. Just there he is, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Finish what you were saying, though.
They found in the book stuff compiled by Maxwell, his finder.
Well,
that was the issue.
Obviously.
Yeah, because she was feeding him.
She was his confidant, regulator, his recruiter.
Yeah, he wouldn't bang
her. They kept records. They always keep records.
They always keep records. He did? Yes. Wow, that must.
They always do. They always do.
Well, I can understand keeping records because you want to know the good ones to bring back. That's how I look at it. Of course, you're going to keep records. That only makes sense.
Listen, look, we're all talking about the. Think of it.
By the way, nice to see you guys.
So think of it this way.
Where's Tyler stationed now?
No, he's in
Angola.
He's on Epstein's Island. So think of it this way.
He's on Epstein's Island.
When did absolutely. He's checking it out.
I'm conducting a forensic investigation.
Yes,
on Epstein's Island.
Yep. You're swabbing everything with the tip of your dick. Nice job. So
I'm conducting a forensic sweep of the area.
Of course. Yeah, cotton swabs and all. I can figure it. So think of it this way. When was Epstein busted?
2019?
2019. 2020, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just remember the Netflix.
All right. So say 2020 or whatever. Okay. So who was the president at that time?
Mr. Joseph Biden.
The Biden.
Well,
the transition into Biden, from Trump to Biden. Right.
Politburo.
Right. All right. So it was there. So for 4 years, the stories have been going back and forth. The guy had supposedly killed himself in prison or whatever. All these files are everywhere. And the Biden administration, the DNC has all the information, right? We're supposed to.
They just won't release it.
They won't release it. Do you think, even towards the last year before the election, that if they had any dirt on Trump whatsoever, they wouldn't release that shit?
Oh, it would have been out.
Are you
kidding me? Are you kidding me? That would have been all over every social media outlet would have been streamed with this, anonymous information that would have been leaked from the DNC.
Robin Roberts would be thrilled.
Right. So they had nothing. Okay. And it's a big nothing burger. And now all these little pussy ass online commentators are creating their own channel saying, oh my God, here's the next crazy thing that Trump did from Epstein's Island. It's all garbage.
No, Frank's got a really good point there. If they had dirt on Trump from the Epstein files, they would drag him through the mud. But there's two things to think about here. One, Trump kind of put it by the wayside just due to the fact there's most likely
there's people
a lot of damning information. Supposedly a lot of damning information to a lot of his allies politically. So that kind of disruption to entrenched leadership within the Republican Party would be
catastrophic.
It'd be a disaster.
Yeah.
It'd be a disaster on both sides. It would, I think, if they went deep and just put everything out there, about 2/3 of our government officials would be outed for some really heinous stuff. So Trump, I think, kind of saw the writing on the wall with that and decided to kind of just
With the kibosh
sweep it
on.
under the rug.
You're saying people in office right now would have been
Oh,
caught?
definitely.
Some, sure.
Oh my God.
Definitely.
Wow.
Sure.
And it was just the underage girls that he'd have the parties with.
Do you know what comes with power?
Sex. Money.
Drugs.
Yeah, just
Money?
money. No, hedonism.
Big,
Yes.
Big
big
houses,
money.
cars, and
Yes.
yachts.
Yes.
Big houses, cars, and yachts.
Yeah.
Man, I missed the boat.
Well, you can pay. You can,
a moral
NDAs.
with power comes a moral filthiness.
Right. That's why
You know
you
what I
need
mean?
NDAs.
Yeah, right. Non-disclosure. That's where it was going to
Yes.
sign. Right. When
You
I'm
need
16 years old, let me sign my non-disclosure. 16, it's not going to hold.
Why do you
water.
think Diddy had everyone sign NDAs?
He was smart. That's why. Very smart. And the one that is suing him went against her NDA, and she got a settlement and still signed the NDA and testified against him.
Yeah.
I think.
Talking about Cassie?
Yeah, but I think the NDAs preclude criminal investigations. From what I my Twitter law degree, I think that's what it says. But yeah, this
Twitter
is
law degree. Good
it's a
stuff.
joke, Tyler, because everyone says people are lawyers on Twitter, which is hilarious. They think they know the law.
Well, you could probably just go to law school down in like
Guam.
Yeah, Guam or St. Croix, something like that. Or
That's where Jose Baez went. Don't knock it.
Falkland Islands.
Jose
Trinidad and
Baez,
Tobago.
my favorite attorney.
Who did?
Jose Baez. He's one of my favorite attorneys.
And where did he go to law school?
He went to like Guam or one of those places.
The Antilles.
He was from Miami. He's the one that represented Casey Anthony and Aaron Hernandez.
There you go.
I love him. He's awesome. That was his first murder case, Casey Anthony.
I got my doctorate
You
diploma.
represent Ahern?
Yeah, I'm in the St. Martin. Can you
The
bend
second
over, sir?
trial.
Wait, he represented Casey Anthony and Ahern?
Casey Anthony was his first murder trial, and he had to get co-counsel who actually tried a murder before because the judge wasn't going to let him take the case. Casey Anthony got passed a note from another inmate, his name. That's how she got it. She had no idea about lawyers. Some inmate gave the name, and that's who she called. And he's like, "Oh shit, I'm on this."
Sounds like that worked out well for him.
It did. It did.
How does he make money from like does Casey Anthony?
The
have
publicity
money?
off of the publicity off.
Yeah.
Of
I
it.
mean, the publicity and, like movie rights. Like Casey Anthony.
Well, movies, but
Yeah.
they were going to do it. They had a porno deal, but they got kibosh. He made money off of Hernandez.
How the Poyle deal get kibosh?
The company got so much backlash.
Small penis.
There
was no interest.
They cut it. So the other question.
So they used Steve.
They did use Steve.
That's
The problem was
unfortunate.
Tyler,
the wide zoom
I
lens
had a
couldn't fit.
penis double.
The wide zoom lens couldn't fit Steve's corpse,
I would have Ooey as my penis double.
and then the miniature zoom in
I
lens
mean,
couldn't fit
Just
his
the
penis.
color would match up there.
It's a porno. They don't care. There's no production values in porno. Or Dave's good at AI.
You ever
now.
watch a porn? You obviously have not been watching porn lately.
Dave can make me a good penis by AI.
Production value
Yeah,
is
I'll
extremely
create
high.
something for you in AI. Create something.
So the other thing I wanted to ask, the whole Robert Kennedy, the RFK thing, I didn't
Yes.
get that when he got yelled at by Pocahontas.
Yeah.
What was that over?
They brought him to
The committee.
the committee.
Yeah.
The committee's supposed to ask him questions about autism and where his path is on certain viral issues and doctor issues and legalities of what he's trying to do to change the permission to, now you can decline things. Nothing is mandatory. If you want it, you can ask for it, but it's a little more difficult channel to get something.
Nothing's mandatory.
A lot of stuff is not
Like
he's
the
removing
measles
such as shots, right?
Wow.
So bottom line, that turned into more of a let's roast RFK and show to the liberal side of the world how crazy he is and how detrimental he is to the country. And meanwhile, the conservative side, who backs what he's thinking, is saying, thank God this guy is here. He's the only one telling the truth. Because every congressman, every person up there, the greatest point he made in that whole 3-hour, 4-hour diatribe.
I actually watched it. It was great.
The greatest thing that he said
he
was,
doesn't give a shit.
Bottom line, all you people up here have taken money from pharmaceutical companies and from medical establishments to be able to push positively, all right, the items that come out. And some items have hurt the American public.
Yes.
But you continue to support it. That's all.
I love that he just has no filter. He just says whatever's on his mind.
I agree with you there, Steve. I agree with you there. But let's remove all these different layers of political posturing. At the end of the day, many of these vaccines are filled with harmful compounds like aluminum,
Tyler,
arsenic, other
please.
Heavy metals.
You're not an anti-vax guy. Please don't tell me you're an anti-vax
I'm not
guy.
saying I'm anti-vax.
Oh, okay.
But no.
The
Steve,
COVID thing I get. Fine.
No. But like at the end of the day, why are there so many harmful carcinogenic compounds in all these different mandatory vaccines? And generally the science.
Did you just say you agree, Dave?
Yeah, they're trying to kill us.
It's in our food. It's in our foods.
Listen. The science and the trials behind these vaccines, in many cases, are questionable at best.
That I agree with.
So why are they railroading RFK for asking questions? Why is there aluminum in all these vaccines? Why is there arsenic in all these vaccines?
There's arsenic in vaccines?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Why is there mercury in vaccines? Like these are.
I wouldn't put mercury in a vaccine.
There is
mercury. You would put Uranus in the vaccine.
These are valid questions, and at the end of the day,
they're trying to kill you, obviously.
A newborn baby? Why does a 6-month-old need a hepatitis B vaccine?
They give Hep B to babies?
They do.
Oh
why does a baby need a 6 to 12-month-old child need a Hep B vaccine?
Yeah,
riddle me that.
To get them ready for their porno life when they be adults.
Hep C's from the porno.
I mean, if
I'll give you a personal.
I'll give you a personal child. Yeah.
I'll give a personal experience thing where I remember when I was very concerned about it when my son.
Oh.
Yeah. So when the first doctor we had when he was young, when we moved down the shore, we lived originally in North Jersey, was pretty careful about spacing out some of those the babies back. Did a pretty good job of it for the most part. I wasn't, I'm not super like it's hard when a doctor's saying, hey, you need this, but we kind of read up as much as we could. We did the minimum things that, basically the stuff that we probably all got is what the stuff I tried to limit my son to, So, but then when we moved down here, we did not have we had to find a new doctor.
Yeah.
And
pediatrician.
I didn't think they spaced out one of the vaccinations with him properly. Okay. And he got pretty sick. He got pretty sick. He got a pretty bad, was sick, flu. And then I was worried. I'm like, I was watching him, but as it turned out, everything was kind of okay. But I was really worried. I'm like, man, why is this kid getting sick from this vaccine? You know what I'm saying?
Was it like measles or polio?
I don't remember what it was. It was, but
why are you laughing?
Polio.
They give a polio vaccine.
Yes. No, they haven't.
They don't.
There's no polio vaccine currently.
Oh,
now they want to bring it back, right?
Yeah, they give polio when they're
polio.
babies. I think.
Yeah.
No, because the polio one was the one where you have the scar on your arm and your shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't think
anymore. I'll look it up right now.
Anymore.
Yeah, I don't think
I got polio as a oral vaccine, actually.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. I
got polio too as a kid. Yeah.
Right, but we're after a certain date. After a certain date, there was no more polio vaccine because polio was eradicated.
Tyler's right.
There
is an
polio is the least of the problems of the vaccine.
No, right.
Right. That I mean, people have argued that even that one's not great. Right.
No, it's not.
But as far as compared to some of the ones that are out there now, polio
can cause fatal.
Well, polio, it's been the same vaccine for, whatever.
Except the oral kind, they just.
But the other vaccines they're giving them now, and what they're like.
Well, what did you do about COVID then? Did you get him the COVID vaccine? No, for him, Troy.
He didn't get a COVID vaccine. No way.
I wouldn't have gotten
way.
Nope.
But didn't
I didn't get a COVID vaccine. No fucking way, dude.
I didn't want to get one either.
No.
But didn't they force you to go back to school? Then they make the kids get it to go back to.
My son goes to Catholic school.
So what does that mean?
That means that they don't require it.
Oh, it's like
they have their own school. They have their own rules.
That's why my son is at Catholic school. When he's
simply because
he was 6 years old, 5 or 6, when he was starting school when it was all happening, and we had to make a decision, and we were like, he's going to Catholic school. I'm not getting him a vaccine. I'm not doing any of that nonsense. I mean, I wasn't vaccinated.
I wouldn't have gotten it.
It's one of the reasons I'm no longer a football coach at the school I was at, I'm sure. So, because I was very vocal about it. I was very vocal about it. I had to get tested for football practice every freaking time. Like they were testing me every week. I was like, screw it. You can test me. Test me. I don't care.
To participate with the least affected pool of people to get COVID.
I could tell you stories about football coaching in New Jersey that were the biggest nonsense things I've ever heard in my life, and they were all over me.
Right.
It was insane. The word insane.
Over the vaccine or other things you're talking about?
Everything, like we had pods and you had to run plays with people separated and stuff.
Yeah.
How about this? How about this rule? This is the greatest. New Jersey came with this genius rule. You can't have more than 10 people in a pod.
But you need
how do you run football? How do you run a football offense when you only have?
You're supposed to run one guy on.
Every play is the lonely end play.
Oh my
God! Guy
just
steps on. He's far enough away. He's not part of the pod, but he's in the 11.
God, these people just outsmart
it was absurd. It was absurd. We'd have the stupid athletics
Minnesota. In Minnesota, St. Paul, they were rubber pelleting people coming out on their porch.
No, I know
because the governor said that. Get back inside for your own good.
No,
because the fresh air is bad.
Dude, did you watch the Katrina documentary?
Yes, I've seen that.
They were shooting people.
Yes,
in New Orleans.
I didn't see the Katrina documentary. It's good.
Yes, I mean it was
the government. Just tell me. I don't know. Tell me what was happening.
So. New Orleans is poor, right?
Yeah. Sections, yes.
Yeah, the Ninth Ward. They were talking about all these poor places.
The Fifth Ward and all,
And the mayor was pretty dumb. I think he was really dumb, actually, because he refused to declare mandatory evacuation. He was waiting for Bush and the governor. Bush, they showed. He gave a 2-minute speech. He said, so Hurricane Katrina's coming. Just follow instructions from your state and local government. And then he left. Then he goes on vacation. He goes on vacation to San Diego. And then Katrina hits. He gets back up. He gets back up again, and he says, we're sorry about the devastation of Hurricane Katrina. Just follow your state and local government. The mayor of New Orleans looked like he was about to have a stroke. He's on TV. He's sweating. He's this black bald guy. He's got sweat coming down. He has no idea what to do. And it was, I think, 28 hours before it hit, he finally declares a mandatory evacuation. And they show the streets, the highways are backed up for 30, 40 miles. You couldn't move. People were getting out and walking. And then the poor people who either couldn't leave or were too dumb enough to not leave, they stay. They say, we've been through hurricanes before. I'm not scared. They had a picture of one of them with a shopping cart with a kid in it, with the water up to here. And she's pushing the kid in the water. And they made the Superdome the sanctuary. And the Superdome caves in.
And everyone peed in it.
There was no running water.
Everyone peed. Dude, the
yes,
Superdome.
Everyone was there pissing shit everywhere.
The Superdome still smells like piss.
Oh my God. I just couldn't believe it.
Was this before or after Kanye West said that George Bush hates black people?
That was on Saturday Night Live. Yes. And when he went off script, that was hilarious.
Unbelievable.
But the mayor had zero funding, zero support. The army didn't.
That's because George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't. I don't think he likes Louisiana. And he probably doesn't.
No, he doesn't care about black people.
Your state is
they
the one who should guide you.
Money.
You don't need money to say get out.
Well,
your state
they
is
don't
the
have,
one.
They don't have cars. They don't.
There's public transportation. There's military transportation to be able to state.
I agree.
There's all sorts of resources.
Had they done it earlier,
you could call Coca-Cola and they'll send tractor trailers down there empty. You just throw people in there and get them out where you got to get.
Yes,
the problem is they had no leadership.
Yeah,
there was
no leadership.
And the leadership was what kind of leadership? Incompetent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the president is correct to say, hey, follow your state and local leaders. They're going to tell you what to do. And then those guys were jerking off in the corner, watching the weatherman and not making decisions.
Well, they were hoping, it's where it's going to miss us.
You can't hope. When your city is underwater as it is right now, which New Orleans is. They live on levees.
Yes.
When your city is underwater, you can't just hope and pray. It's like what we're doing today. Thoughts and prayers. 10 more kids get shot. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers is bullshit. Do something.
But it actually didn't hit them full on. What happened was the levees broke.
Yes.
And then the flooding.
The flooding happened. You're right. No, I agree. But my question and
my point is
he
ordered the evacuation earlier.
The President Bush was not the direct cause or the direct inflammation of the incident.
Yeah,
it was state and local leadership.
Yes, but
that's fair.
Should have responded.
He wasn't the direct cause, but George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Right.
Tyler, I'm just going to ask.
I don't know about that. He definitely wasn't helpful. Let's put it like that.
What's that?
He wasn't helpful.
Bush?
Do you have a reference point for that one?
Yeah, but Dave, think about it. If he's helpful and he's like, all right, let's start doing this, this, and this, then he's Donald Trump. Because that's what Trump's doing with the country right now.
Point.
Everyone is crying in districts and in states and in large metropolitan cities saying, you can't bring in the National Guard doing this. You can't tell us what to do.
You couldn't set the National Guard in.
Right. And so now
before he did.
Right. If George Bush would have done it, oh my God, he's militarizing in New Orleans. They don't even know what's going to happen. There may not be anything.
Well, no.
Like
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
They could have had the National Guard there.
They did though. The National Guard was shooting people. The problem was they weren't bringing supplies in. That's what killed them. The National Guard was there because the liberal media was reporting looting everywhere. So the National Guard comes in and it was like shoot on sight.
Looting. People are trying to eat.
Exactly.
There's nothing there.
That's what was on the documentary. They showed they're like, the people are looting. So he sends the only guy. I don't know. Did you watch the documentary?
I saw bits.
The colonel was the only guy that was awesome.
Yeah.
Do you remember the colonel?
Yeah.
He goes, that's why you need assholes like me.
Right.
You came in and he yelled at everyone and told them to put their guns down.
Yes.
But
it's not you need someone to take charge.
Yeah, nobody wanted to take over.
Right. And the guy in this country right now who's taking charge is the president.
Yes.
And people hate it.
Yeah.
You know why? No one likes to be told what to do.
No.
No one wants to play second fiddle to anyone. Everyone's opinion matters. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. At a certain point in time, when the boat's going fine, everybody deserves credit for the boat. When the boat sinks, they all want to.
Everyone wants to jump ship. And blame someone.
It's garbage.
But no, that did crack me up. But I do agree. Bush sent the first of all, the FEMA guy was a moron. The head of FEMA was a buffoon.
That's been pointed out within the last 2 years of what's happened in this country.
But they didn't send anything in. They got them trapped in the Superdome, pissing and shitting on each other, and the evacuation was a mess. They had the people on the roofs making signs, "Save me."
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like I could not even imagine that. And it was 5 days of hell, and this was the 20th anniversary, and they said it set them back 60 or something $billion. It was like outrageous. The money
wiped out.
To rebuild. Yeah,
water ran through all of New Orleans. I mean, the whole Bourbon Street was more like Aquafina.
Well, can you explain? I didn't understand this whole levee thing.
Well, the levee was
supposed to hold the water.
The levees hold
the water back, Steve.
But New Orleans is under sea level.
Correct.
That's what the problem is.
Yes, it is.
The water went at sea level.
So why build a city there?
The city was because it's a great water access point.
Oh, right.
People have done stupid things throughout history.
Listen, I was just in Italy.
Be below sea level.
I was just in Italy. Okay, and they have. So we went on a couple of wine. We were just driving through the countryside, and the lady said, "Go to this winery here. It's called the Underground Winery." I think
the Underground Winery.
Underground City.
Was like
it's an underground city.
Oh
no, it's the village of Montepulciano, Italy. Very famous village in a region where the
is that where like Johnny Versace lived?
No, the grapes are cultivated there. The grapes are called Montepulciano grapes, right? So you have to go to the village of Montepulciano. The village of Montepulciano is up in a freaking mountain. Okay,
how do you get up?
How do you get there? You go through. You drive. Well, before it used to be carriage and a cart and a donkey. Now people are driving vehicles. They're driving vehicles on a road that's I don't know,
like
10 feet wide. It's insane. So I'm driving up this mountain trying to.
You were driving?
Oh yeah, I had a big van. I had a big Mercedes van. It was so exciting. And you're spiraling. You're going up the mountain. You're turning. You're making 90-degree turns.
Because it's so
blind.
steep?
There's blind spots. You can't see anything. And you're getting up there, and then you're finally up to the top of the mountain, and you're trying to figure out
what am I doing?
Why the hell did they build it up here? Right? There's always a reason.
Yeah.
In times of war, they wanted to have the highest vantage point to be able to fight off the invaders. Or to be able to escape down the mountain, right? If an invaders got to the top, so there's always a reason. They built New Orleans was built because it's a fantastic trading port area.
Yeah, because
the access in and out.
Canals,
exactly. Right. I know it was basically pirated for so many hundreds of years, and then all of a sudden, boom! It's an actual city where one of the more famous battles took place.
Well, they said that it was like the first place where like slaves were freed and they would go hang out at this Congo park and dance.
You got me on that one.
They showed the African dances.
Sure.
But yeah, it was very interesting because it just showed, I couldn't believe how dumb people were.
Yeah. You want to know how dumb people are?
I'd love to know.
Let's switch gears 180 and Dave and Tyler. Let me know this right here if you've heard the story in Charlotte, North Carolina. So in Charlotte, North Carolina, towards the end of August, a lunatic on a train or subway ends up stabbing a 23-year-old Ukrainian girl.
Oh, it's horrible, dude.
Right. They have it all on video. It's crazy. She sits down and she escaped Ukraine to get away from the war to save her life.
She was like a refugee?
Yeah. So she enters the train. She sits down. There's a gentleman directly behind her. This guy has had more arrests, violations. He was away for 7 years in jail, got let back out, went away again, came back out.
Yeah.
He's insane. Right,
well,
but they keep putting them out there.
It's restorative justice.
Right, but so this is where it's the crazy. You want to talk about insanity? The guy gets up after looking at her for a while, he pulls out a knife and just stabs her.
So you're saying he's sitting there staring?
He's sitting there behind her,
and
staring her down,
and he gets up and
finally gets up and then stabs her in like the chest area with a knife, eight times.
Yep.
She dies. Okay. You can't find this story anywhere in local, regional, and national news. They buried it. The liberal mayor of Charlotte and the liberal press buried this story because what it does is reaffirm the thing that we need more security in the streets. We need more security.
Yeah, which they don't want.
Access.
They want to
we need to put away.
We need to put away people that are criminals. Component.
Right, racial component was huge. It's an African American, so right there.
White.
Right. So and
everyone's afraid. Everyone's afraid to be called a racist. To say, can't say
anything.
Yeah, are there black people that are bad in the world? Yes, there are.
Well, no, are
there white people that are bad in the world? Yes, there are.
Yeah, but it's impossible for black people to be racist.
Yeah.
No. My point is this. The point is we have to be able to, as people, to be like, hey, man. Someone does something wrong, call a spade, okay? And if someone does something wrong and they're black, they should be condemned. Just the same as if someone is white does something wrong, okay? It's ridiculous because you know what they don't want to point out that in the cities, the overwhelming majority of the crimes are committed by African Americans.
I know,
and that's the problem. They don't want to point it out because they'll be called racist if they point that out. Okay, I know. No one's saying that black people are bad, but let's look at the facts of who's killing and try to solve the problem of the people that are criminals. If they happen to be black, we should solve that problem. If they happen to be white, we should solve that problem. If you go out to Indiana in the rural, small, poor towns, probably the majority of the criminals are probably white. Okay,
right.
You obviously never heard of Fort Wayne, Indiana, but hey,
that's racist. You can't say that.
Yeah,
it's on a black. It's on black. This
on
black.
What I'm saying is factual.
Fort Wayne is black.
Is one of the most crime-ridden areas in the United States.
There's a lot.
And the majority of the crimes are committed by African Americans.
Wow. I had no idea.
A fact's a fact. When you get your dry cleaning done and you walk inside, most likely that person is Chinese.
Okay. Forget that. So nobody tried to stop this person?
No. There was no chance to stop him. He came from behind.
You're right.
Isolated. There weren't a lot of people around them.
That's what
when he committed his heinous acts.
There was very.
You knew about this, Tyler?
There was in Chicago. There was another big a woman. The guy.
No, I know. I heard about this.
Hit her upside the head, right, or something like that. And he. The biggest problem is this. Okay, this catch and release thing.
Yeah, restorative justice.
Letting guys, repeated criminals, back out on the street because we're like, hey, they had a bad upbringing. Hey, they had a hard life. Hey, you know what? Nobody. To me, that would be insulting to the majority of poor people that don't do the wrong thing, that don't commit crimes.
Absolutely.
Like to me, it's like, hey, man, you're not like me. Like, you know. It's absurd. It's bothersome because these people are allowed out on the streets causing continuous crimes
and there's no consequences.
And you know, if they're mentally insane, if they have mental issues, and it's as much of that as it is, I don't believe it. I mean, listen, when like a schizophrenic person who's really like,
if you know you're just going to get released, I'd go rob someone too.
There are bad people, dude. There are bad people. Like
I know that.
there
Did you hear
are
what
bad
happened in Philly?
people in the world. Like
Yes.
they're just like we condemn Epstein, right? Bad person, horrible human being.
Well, no, I just think he likes
criminal,
sex.
right? Listen, Diddy may not have committed a crime, but he's a horrible human being. Okay.
He just likes sex.
No, he's a fucking
He beat his
degenerate.
girlfriend in the hallway.
He's
It's
a
not
fucking
elevator.
degenerate.
That part.
He's
That's
a
not
fucking
that part.
degenerate.
Right.
Okay, he's a degenerate. But and
And he probably killed
listen,
Biggie.
what?
He probably killed Biggie.
I would buy that. I
I
think
my grave. I believe
I
he
think
did
the
it. I
only
think
people
I
that-
think he was in on it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think he was in
I think
on
he
it.
took out Tupac and Biggie.
I don't think he took out Tupac. I think
Well,
he took
Tupac
out Biggie.
was a different thing. Was a separate
Yeah.
issue.
But he took out Biggie to take his career
I agree with that one.
because that's how
That's
smart
a great conspiracy theory. I don't know if it's true,
not a
but
conspiracy.
Did he also take out Jamie Foxx and put in the impersonator Jamie Foxx?
No, I'm telling you.
that's just an NPC, Jamie Foxx now. So you know what an
Right,
NPC is in
Oh,
video
okay.
game?
Yeah.
The character that just bumps into the wall over and over again.
Would P Diddy be where he is today had Biggie not died?
Absolutely not.
He would have just been a regular old producer, right? He wasn't
Right.
known as a great lyricist or rapper.
I agree.
He didn't spit, he couldn't freestyle.
He was the biggest benefiter in the long run from Biggie.
And what was the first thing he did when Biggie
He made
died?
a song. He made a song about it.
Every breath you take. He stole Sting's song.
Stole a great song.
I feel that I shouldn't be speaking about this because I'm white.
What does that have to do?
It's black on black.
I can't be part of this conversation talking about, African American rappers. What do I know? I'm just white.
Well, I do my research. I'm well educated.
I got you.
Education is. Tyler, what do you think? You like rap?
I mean, I just pay attention, and it really.
Because it was at the Tyson fight, right?
What? One of my things is
Did he benefit greatly?
I don't like when people dismiss the mob. Okay. One of the things that bothers me is when people glorify the mob. Okay, those people kill people, right? I'm not, and those are white people. Okay, and those people kill people. So in the same thing that we shouldn't be glorifying or excusing murder in any capacity. I don't care if it's in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Listen, everybody. Godfather movie's a great movie. 1, 2, they're amazing.
Yeah, but there's only a couple murders.
But I'm saying my point is
a great movie.
Yeah,
in real life, American Gangster was a great movie. Okay, in real life, there's a difference between the movies, okay, and entertainment. Yeah. And you're saying, versus
American Gangster was based on a true story,
Yeah, of course it was. It was a great.
So was Goodfellas, Steve.
Oh,
so was Goodfellas, correct? But it doesn't make those people doing that. They're not heroes. They're degenerates.
They're the anti-heroes. I get it. No, I get it. But
it's great movies. I love those movies. I love
anti-heroes
because it's entertainment. It's not real.
They're villains.
Yeah,
right. But
they are.
But people think that there's a lot of. Frank would say a lot of dumb people in the world, right? And there are people that think that shit's okay, and a lot of them are in power.
Yeah, but
that's the crazy part.
Stabbing a 23-year-old girl, that's
stabbing anyone.
Okay.
But in this case, it's a hate. He comes up behind her, chicken shit, stuff.
Do you know what happened in Philly today? That I heard something happened in Philly. There was a murder. No,
that happens every day in Philly.
No, it was a big deal. I heard it on the news. That's why
the big problem is the politicians go and apologize for the people who commit the crimes. Okay?
100%. They cover it up.
The Charlotte mayor was he came from a bad. He was homeless. And
wait a second. Did he not get charged? Did he get charged?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
he got
he's
charged.
in prison.
You're,
Yes,
you're
but
just saying it didn't make
it
news.
didn't make any news, and
Okay.
it took him a couple of weeks to where it actually came out, where people found out what was going on, and
Yep.
and then she did a press conference and she thanked the media
Oh,
and all these media outlets. Huh?
She said,
No, the mayor.
Oh, the mayor. Okay.
She thanked the media and all the outlets for not putting this out.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
She publicly thanked them?
Yes. Not because it was,
Well, it's
trying
an
to-
it's an active police
inhumane, right?
investigation. You're not supposed to put that out.
Dude, listen, stuff
Like,
is out
Steve,
on TV before it even happens.
No,
You can't tell me that's
Steve,
about an investigation.
Yo,
That's true.
Steve Shop, what do you mean you're not supposed to put that out? You're not supposed to report the news. You're not supposed to report
No. They
public
they
danger.
keep certain things hidden in active investigation. That's all I'm saying.
What you say? All right, think of all these shootings that have
What do you
happened
mean
during the
active
past.
investigation? It's all on film. It's a very open and shut case.
People in general think they could do.
Hey,
People in general.
The mayor of Charlotte actively tried to help suppress
Yes, that's ridiculous.
Yes,
crime.
correct.
Because
People in
he had a
general
lot of
think they can do it.
problems.
Listen, people in general think they can do whatever they want. Okay,
Right.
I'm watching the
That's
game,
sick.
the Bills game. Okay, Lamar Jackson and DeAndre Hopkins didn't even react, but the
Right.
fan goes in and shoves DeAndre Hopkins and then Lamar Jackson as maybe they were celebrating or something, and Lamar Jackson shoved the fan back, but like 30 years ago,
Nothing
no
happened?
fan would have ever done that.
Wait,
Like,
and nothing
Who
happened?
would go and shove a player on the field? Like you know, like
Nothing
No one.
happened.
well,
the
he's
fan
he's
didn't
now
get
banned.
ejected?
He's banned from the
Oh.
Bills Stadium forever.
Yeah, he would have
You
got.
know, like I don't know if the
got
NFL.
pulled over.
I'm just saying how ballsy people are.
Absolutely.
How ballsy they are.
Right.
Like
There's a
it's not like
large-
Lamar isn't a
there's a
tough guy.
large
Lamar could
sense
take him and
of
throw him for a
entitlement
freaking
these days.
what?
Would have got sued.
There's a large sense of entitlement these days.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes.
So-
in our simulation, the NPC characters are going wild. They're going
Yeah.
absolutely wild.
But the thing is
It's the
that
purge.
people think there's racism and
No, there
pointing
is
out that-
racism.
no.
I took a white racism class.
No.
We're all inherently
no with all
racist.
these things. Just saying how many, the percentage of black people.
Steve, you're not
crime.
even white.
Listen, let's
I
talk about
white
these
racism.
shootings. Let's talk about these mass shootings over the last couple of years.
That's what I was
Where-
gonna bring
all
up.
that You're going to bring over. All right, what are we going to talk about?
No, the thing that I was asking Dave about in Philly. It was Friday, September 5th, on in Philly. It was two homeless people were involved. Had an argument, and then a third woman intervened.
No.
The woman's name was Laureen Jardine. She inserted herself into an unrelated incident, and she was shot.
Sure.
Some reports are that the shooter pulls out a screwdriver that he kept on him, and there are other reports that she pulls out a gun, and the gun was hers. She initially possessed the gun and brought it to the location with her, and the video circulated on social media shows a man who investigators identified as Kelly fighting with Jardine and shooting her. Police, it said Kelly repeatedly punched her and fired multiple shots at her. And then as he got off her, he stood over her, and she was attempting to get up, and then he shot her again.
Yeah, take that, bitch.
So that's why I was wondering if you heard about this.
No.
She was
I'm not
fighting with a
surprised.
homeless guy outside the store.
It sounds like a normal day.
I mean, that I've done that before.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, but you
I
wouldn't pull
usually
a gun
not pull
on
the
him.
guy out though.
You wouldn't pull a
I'm
gun.
not talking about that shooting. That's an everyday shooting. I'm
Oh,
talking about
no,
trends.
right,
We're talking
right.
about where it's discrimination we think that happens against certain groups.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm talking about trends.
Yes.
Okay.
You're right.
So let's talk about the trend the last couple of years of shootings around the country, whether it be Aurora, Colorado, whether it be
Well, yeah.
Minnesota, whether
People
it be
are
Florida.
trigger happy. Yes.
Not people.
Are you talking school shooters?
Transgenders. I'm talking about the
trans?
the slew of transgenders that have committed atrocious murder
because they're discriminated against.
No, but wait a minute. When we say that
we should investigate if it is indeed a mental disease.
It pretty much is.
Dave, we mean investigate if it's a mental disease.
It is a mental disease.
It is. Listen, I get it.
Clearly a mental disease.
But you're gonna have to take steps, though. You got to investigate it.
This is my hill to die on. Every
I agree.
single transgender person is mentally ill. They all have gender dysphoria.
I agree. I agree with you.
Mentally ill, and it's very telling that we've had a spat of mass shootings transgressed by transgender people.
I agree. And I'll go one step further. I think when you go and do things like these kind of surgeries, you can't tell me that your body chemistry doesn't get all fucked up.
You're on hormones.
You can't tell me.
Dave, clearly it does because they're all on hormones that are the complete antithesis to their body's makeup. All these males,
the estrogen blockers,
estrogen. No, they're all
testosterone blockers.
Testosterone blockers. All these women that are trying to be men are all testosterone.
This is a transgender person.
This causes massive mental and behavioral issues.
Right.
I agree. And that is the huge issue. And no one wants to look at like, hey, man,
you're supposed to tell everyone to love themselves.
Well, you're pumping someone who is a certain sex with hormones that are opposite what Tyler just said.
And there's no long-term study on the effects.
That has to mess your brain up.
Already
big time.
Markedly mentally ill.
They're already down a path. Right. They're already down a path.
So you're basically,
now you're pushing them down the path further.
You're basically giving them a hand grenade. You're giving a mentally ill person a hand grenade.
You're giving a person that already has a lot of issues.
Instability, yes.
Right. I'm not saying they don't feel the way they feel. I'm sure they do. I'm not debating that. What I am saying is that once you feel that certain way, there's a lot going on. And then when you start to take hormones to further go in that direction, it's pushing your body and your mental hormones and everything all over the place. And you probably look, they give testosterone to men who get older, right?
Yeah.
So their mood improves. If they gave a man a 60 years old estrogen, he would
kill
be
themselves.
A lunatic. He would be a raging lunatic.
Well, and probably kill himself. Yeah, sure.
Yes, he probably would. He'd be so depressed.
Guys, I will put the nail in the coffin of this debate right now. Everyone look at my shirt. You guys see that?
No. What does it
say?
Is
that, the human anatomy?
No, it is Sons of Lambs.
Is that Buffalo Bill?
Yes.
I love when Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Yes.
I'd fuck me. That
he should have won an
Buffalo
Oscar.
Bill. No. Buffalo Bill was a transgender person. He was 100% a transgender person.
That's right. He did put the rouge on. You're right.
Are any of us?
But he hated himself for it.
Is anyone in the world gonna debate that character was severely mentally ill?
Yes, but Tyler, he hated himself. Transgender people mostly love him.
So we're gonna act like
he
was a transgender person. So we're gonna act. Granted, is a fictional character, but we're gonna act.
Silence of the Lambs was
But we're
based
gonna
on
act like it's just a normal thing now.
And
Oh
right,
no,
you're right.
fine.
Great point. And you think about if you think about
Stop
that
telling Tyler he makes great points.
he did. If you think about that movie with
You
Anthony
give
Hopkins,
him a week off and he's on fire.
well, I'm saying
Hey, great point.
Anthony Hopkins in that movie points to Buffalo Bill as the person, right?
He knew all along. Yeah.
Right. Because he's in these wacky circles as a cannibal where all of these wackos are interacting. Like, how would he know who Buffalo Bill is? He knows who Buffalo Bill is because he's in that world.
Yeah.
Are you saying cannibals don't hang out with pizza makers?
Fine Young Cannibals, the band.
Cannibals. That's right.
No,
Crazy.
Tyler, didn't they have a transgender rule in MMA too? What wasn't there?
Like
no rear naked choke. No rear naked chokes.
You're referring to Fallon Fox. Fallon Fox was a mid-league male MMA fighter who transitioned to female MMA and beat the bag out of a bunch of girls.
Did they know?
That should have been a crime.
Or did she hide it?
No. The first one didn't know. But it was illustrated. No. It was illustrated by later in his career, he fought a G of a female MMA fighter in Ashley Evans Smith, and Ashley beat the fuck out of him. And
they let him fight.
It very much illustrated the fact that he was just a 5'5" dude with a lot of issues that was just beating up women until he ran into a 5'9" Amazonian savage that beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, because somebody's got to choke a bitch out.
Tyler, how did they let him how did he get away with it?
It was such a new concept that
because I thought they test your
I remember that.
No, Steve, like this happened like 5 or 6 years. It happened like 7 years ago.
I remember
that because Fallon, the man that transitioned to a woman, was in a tournament with a friend of mine, and she was like, I am not gonna fight that thing. Are you fucking kidding me? Granted,
so it was obvious that
she was like a 5'11" redhead with a lot of anger issues that was strongest. Like, she probably would have beat Fallon, but she was like, unequivocally, she was like, I am not gonna fight that thing.
Would Ronda Rousey have beaten her?
Probably. Ronda probably would have beaten them.
Okay.
Probably would have beaten them.
I always had an inkling Amanda Nunes was,
Dude.
She's a tough bitch.
Amanda would have beaten the fuck out of that guy.
But they do not do gender testing in MMA.
No.
Correct?
Now they do.
They do?
Now they do. Back then, no, they didn't.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's scary.
What do they do? They just ask you to show me your cock?
No. I think it's a blood test. Because I was reading about it.
I actually don't know. It's actually become very prevalent in the combat sports media now.
Yeah.
Because of the Olympics.
They eliminated TRT.
And the Algerian dude that's beating up chicks.
There's an Algerian dude beating up?
Yeah, in the boxing in the Olympics.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not a man. She's a female.
Well, there was the runner too.
No, Frank. Honestly, we don't know now. There have been so many contradictory reports about what her gender. No one knows for sure right now. Okay. As far as I know, she failed her gender test, so I think it's a guy. But
so if it's a guy, don't they just have to show me your cock?
Well, you can get a fake one.
I think part
Don't
of
you
it
order
is.
the Wizinator?
Well,
Dave can build an AI cock.
I've actually heard that she technically does not have a penis, but she has
just a huge clip.
Yeah, no, for real.
Like roast beef, we're talking.
No, he or she has an absurd amount of testosterone. She might just be a genetic outlier. Like, that's actually a thing.
She's a freak.
But she definitely failed a gender test at one point.
That's absolutely terrifying.
Good for
It's wild. It's wild.
No, that is wild. I had one more thing I had.
Yeah, please give us some.
I had wanted to ask until we got.
Is Dave frozen out? Is Dave still with us? You're frozen.
Yeah, no, he's frozen.
It's a good shot though. It's very majestic.
No.
Dave, you look good.
You look good.
This is what
back in.
Yeah, the issue last week.
We still got Dave audio.
The thing that happened last week that I saw on the news that infuriated me.
Mm-hmm.
So Trump deports the kids to Angola or whatever, and the judge blocks it.
The kids? What kids?
He deported a bunch of illegal kids, immigrants to Angola,
okay.
the third party country.
Sure.
And
I'll play along.
Third world country.
Well, not they were all from El Salvador. And
Okay. Sorry.
So the circuit court judges are blocking his rulings. So they were about to get on the plane, or they were on the plane, they pulled them all off. And the circuit court judges are undermining the Supreme Court ruling. And I don't understand how this continues to happen. And I would like to educate me.
Because their rulings can be appealed to the Supreme Court. That takes time.
It was appealed and it was ruled on. That's what I thought, right? Wasn't it? You don't know what I'm talking about.
I just don't know.
I'm trying to find out right now. Let's talk about it. You said Angola?
Or it was last week. There was an order to remove these El Salvadorian children.
Okay.
And they pulled them off the plane because a circuit court judge signed an executive order preventing the deportation.
Okay.
And all this is doing is clogging up the docket when the Supreme Court has already ruled that this is legal. He is legally able to deport them to the third party country. So I want to know why this keeps happening when the Supreme Court is the end all be all. And it was ruled on, like there's no appeal in place. So that's why I get frustrated.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
neither do I. I have no idea.
This would be good for your father to come on and talk about.
Yeah, that would be something.
Well, no, he said that it's the liberal judges just messing with Trump because
that's obvious. Yeah,
he has control of the Supreme Court. Right. But all it ends up doing is going back to them. They get overruled, and then the kids get sent away anyway. So it just clogs up the docket.
They don't care.
Yeah, that's it.
Judge blocked deportation of 76 Guatemalan minors after questioning government's argument.
Yeah, but they can't question it. It's been argued.
They don't
That's
care.
What bothers me.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
And I think they don't have families there and all that.
I guess what bothers me is that I need to see not a due process, but I just need to see information. The government should be putting out information.
What? That they're illegal?
That they're illegal and they've done
and
this,
the hearings
this.
happen. Oh,
if there's not going to be any hearings. I mean, they could expedite hearings quickly. But bottom line, just
transparency.
Because I know crossing the border is illegal.
Correct.
Okay. So, do they need to go back? Yeah, legally, yes. My personal feeling is if they haven't been a detriment to this country,
Oh, you would
No,
give them
no.
you would give them incentive
But no,
plans
no,
instead.
I'm not going to give you incentive. My thing is,
The chances
that's a difficult question that I'm framing too, because a detriment to this country. Well, they could be taking a job that an American could be working. Now, would an
but
American
these
be
are
taking their job?
kids, though. They're
No,
talking.
I understand that, but it's just it
I see
exposes
what you're
into
saying.
the kids
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
My thing is, if they haven't been a detriment to society, they've been working. Maybe they've been paying some kind of tax. Probably not.
No,
Maybe they haven't.
no.
Maybe they're paying into
They're
something.
not paying
They
tax.
do. There are some that pay.
No. That they don't.
So maybe there's then we need to sort of differentiate. Now the problem is, where do you draw the line? How do you differentiate? How do you say one stays, one goes? Where's the limit of tolerance? And then we got to expulse somebody.
Did your father immigrate illegally from Italy?
Legally.
Thank you. Oh, it was legal,
Ellis
right?
Island.
Yes, Ellis Island.
Yeah.
Right. My great grandfather came legally through Ellis
My
Island.
father, I think it took my father.
So why can't they do that?
He came here in 19.
Steve, they could. Steve, they could.
My
They just won't
point.
cut the line.
Exactly. And
Well,
that's what's wrong.
Right. You're right. You're right. I agree. But the thing is to do such mass deportations.
Well, it's 76 people on that.
No, but it's not happening just with these 76 kids. It's happening across the country. And I just feel there needs to be some sort of
thousands coming in a day.
Listen, the estimate is that there are 2 million illegal aliens in the city of Los Angeles.
2 million just in LA?
2 million just in LA. Why do you think Karen Bass is losing her mind? Because the court sort of ruled that it's okay to put back the National Guard and Trump can do what he's doing.
Right.
So, the Guard will assist ICE and ICE will go around and deport everyone.
Yeah.
So, there's obviously mass hysteria and fear in that city. So, I think there's just got to be levels to it. And again, I'm not the expert. I don't know. I just think that, yes, we voted for this. Yes, we believe in what's happening. We want the criminals out. But we want the dangerous criminals, the true criminals.
So you're saying if they come illegally and they get a job and pay taxes, you are okay with this?
If they have been here and have no crimes committed,
right?
Okay, and they have been in society, they've been working,
and they pay taxes.
Maybe they're paying something, whatever it is, and all that. But if that has happened,
I
feel I'm okay. I'm okay with that, and give them a monitored, structured, supervised path towards legality, whether it's with work visas,
right,
over and over, or whether it's to a path to citizenship,
right.
But there has to be some. There has to be light at the end of the tunnel. It can't be darkness.
So it can't be.
True conservative,
you either have to live sneakily or you get deported.
Yes. No, you don't want to live sneakily.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to be.
You don't want that.
No, because that doesn't benefit any. It doesn't.
If you give them incentive, they'll behave better. There'll be less crime.
If you say we understand your dilemma, we know you came here illegally. We know you paid a mule to get you over here, whatever it may be.
God, and looks like a model.
Right, it's a fantastic picture. We know you violated our national law, but you violated our national law in a non-hostile way. All right, you haven't committed crimes here in this country. You just came over without permission.
But I thought that's what asylum's for.
Yeah, but they're not. These people aren't seeking asylum. They're seeking a total change of life.
So what's the difference?
The difference is you have a reason to come over,
which
is political or religious persecution.
Oh, okay.
These people are coming over because they're financially persecuted.
Well, I'll just say I'm religiously persecuted.
Right. Yeah, but
I'm in El Salvador and I'm Jewish.
I'm just saying we're putting the cart ahead of the horse. We're going at warp speed. I understand it in a way, but in another way, I'd like to be able to at least slow it down and make rational choices to.
Well, I would agree with you, because wasn't the first month like the highest deportation that happened in like the last 4 years?
And it's going to be higher.
Yes, Steve. Yeah. Yes, it was. We've also, the past 4 years, had the highest amount of illegal crossings in the history of our country.
Right. I remember.
So this current administration had to take extreme steps to combat the damage that had already been done.
Right.
So, ballpark.
Yeah.
How many illegals total in this country would you imagine there are?
I would say. I mean, just
are you talking like 5 million, 10 million?
No, you could have.
What?
You could have 20 to 30 million illegals, maybe more. Could be 10% of the country. Maybe 15% of the country has come in illegally.
10% of our
national
population
population
is illegal.
12 million.
Is it like that in any other country?
8 to 12 million came through just in the Biden administration.
I know. I remember the caravans.
No, Steve. No, it is not like that in any other country right now, except for Great Britain and a lot of Europe, and that region is going to hell right now.
Yeah.
Listen, Tyler, the problem with that region is this: they've taken in immigrants. Okay. They've taken in a ton of Muslims, okay, across all these countries. France.
Oh, England, I know. That's the
Ireland. Okay, all these countries have taken the Muslims.
That's the master plan.
They're national citizens of these countries, England and France and Italy and Germany. They maybe have one child.
Yeah.
Or two max. They're not now the Muslims are coming over.
And they have 12 kids.
They already got 7, 8 kids that they're bringing. They're going to outnumber and populate these countries to turn around the.
It's already happening.
Right.
Absolutely.
Frank, what you're saying is already happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Great Britain, in the British Isles.
Isn't the Paris?
I was just in Italy.
Listen,
happening in Italy.
The mayor of every major city
in England,
in the UK is Muslim.
Yeah.
The mayor of London is Muslim. The mayor of Manchester is Muslim.
Yes.
It's just standard. It's standard across UK right now.
Or do they vote in England?
So, Dave, bringing up the point that you've mentioned in the past all the time through the channels of history, is this the next sort of silent crusade?
I think it is. I think I don't think it's so silent either, but I think it is.
No.
Right.
I think there is a battle that is going to take place.
Yeah.
So this is all like a master plan by the Muslims to go to war in like 10 years.
It's not a master plan per se.
It's a master plan.
Right.
It's happening because of the philosophy of the religion. The Muslim community. The philosophy is to go in, build your families, and make it,
so Muslim. You should have had 10 kids.
Yeah, that's what
I'm gonna go.
I can't afford 10 kids.
Well, how are the Muslims?
Well, here's how they do it. They're married. They come in. They say they're not married. So the mother has all the children.
Oh,
she gets all the support. The husband comes in. He's a single. He comes in. He gets support.
Oh,
and they live off of that. And they don't work.
Oh,
because they don't want for much.
So they're pretty smart then,
right? They know in the short term they won't have much. In the long term, they'll get everything.
I wish.
Yeah, but also, Dave, let's put this in perspective.
Tyler, if we're not married in 10 years, I think we should get married.
Right now, everything is in disarray in the United Kingdom. They are throwing people in jail for online posts they make that are disruptive or anti-whatever. There's no freedom of speech in the UK right now.
Yeah, really? Facebook posts are getting people arrested.
In England?
Exactly.
Yes. Yes. That's implemented by city policy, region policy.
Isn't there a king and queen in England?
Yeah, they don't care.
Oh,
they're in the castle.
All right. The last thing I wanted to ask, there was the thing on the news.
But wait a minute. You're jumping the gun. I want to point this out real quick about this whole immigration deal.
Yeah.
And Tyler can probably answer the question.
He can?
Yes.
Okay.
In Ireland, there's 60% support for a candidate for the upcoming presidential elections in Ireland. Who would have that support there, Tyler?
Are you telling me a Muslim is going to get hired in Ireland?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Black guy? Black guy?
No.
Steve, you know that?
Tyler, you're telling me he knows the answer to this?
Yes, he knows the answer.
God damn it.
Do you know who the presidential candidate is right now?
No.
That has that support?
Oh, I know the fighter.
Oh, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Oh, you told me that. Yes, you told me.
Yeah,
that.
and he's being railroad in the media right now.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, he raped someone, didn't he?
No, he did not.
Okay. I thought
He absolutely did not. But he was ruled against. They ruled against him in civil court.
Yeah.
And he's being dragged through the mud in the media right now. They're doing everything they can to discredit him when right now he's fighting for the history and the sovereignty of the Irish people.
Correct.
And he's in the lead, like he's leading
right now. 60% of the vote would go toward
When's the election in November?
I don't know when the election is exactly.
Oh my God!
But
like he's the lead candidate for president in Ireland right now,
right?
And they're doing everything they can to A, discredit him, and B, make him ineligible to be able to run.
But he's got so much money; he should be able to buy it.
And to save European countries, the blueprint is already out there.
Exactly.
The blueprint is coming from this country.
Yeah.
No, we're not discriminating. Okay?
No.
We're not against immigration. We want legal immigration, and we want to be able to control the flow.
That's my point.
Right.
Yes.
And so now all the European countries, the blueprint has been established by Trump and this administration, and a lot of them are going to start to follow it. You will see.
So, is there going to be any way to stop immigration? Can they keep building that wall?
Stop what? Listen, I don't know how many tens of people may have gotten through this past month, but it's not happening.
Okay.
Right now, the border is so secure. Right now.
Yeah, I know. That's true. You're right.
And it couldn't happen. They couldn't secure the border.
Well, Biden was encouraging that.
Tyler, they couldn't secure the border. Remember when they couldn't finish the border wall?
Yeah.
Remember they couldn't finish it because we don't have the funds.
Yeah.
We don't have the resources.
Yeah.
We don't have the manpower, the technology, the will. We can't do this.
Right.
Kamala Harris got in there. We can't do this entire border wall. This is insane. Build the wall, and they kept making fun of him, and they kept chastising him and making him, and that's the media leading that charge.
Oh, I had a question
because they want illegal immigration.
Yeah, I know they do. Who was the worst presidential candidate, Walter Mondale or Kamala? That was a question someone asked.
I don't consider the Kamala Harris a candidate ever.
Right,
because she had a couple months to run, and that was it.
Okay,
she was a lame duck person, and she had so much financial support and so much female support. I mean, that's like you know what? That's like you're a salmon, right? And you're going to join the other salmon swimming upstream to jump off the edge of the river to kill yourself.
When they died,
right? They just follow because the salmon follow each other because they're salmon.
Okay,
and that's why women were voting for Kamala. Oh, she's female.
So Mondale was better.
It doesn't matter.
All right. The last thing I wanted to ask, the thing with Putin, Kim Jong, and the Chinese guy. Everyone made a big deal about that.
The Chinese guy, yes. Go ahead.
Is that trouble?
No.
Oh,
who cares? They can listen. All three of them get together in a room.
Honestly,
the
right now,
media panicked.
Yeah, but it's just by Putin and Xi, it's just posturing. Right now, posturing to put
he's put a lot of
pressure on the Western powers.
Listen, they have to come to an agreement. Yeah. They have to. Now, Putin doesn't want to. You know why? It looks like he'd have dog shit on his face if it happens.
Yes.
Okay. So, bottom line, if he doesn't come to an agreement, you're going to see Trump turn around and not only do sanctions that will cripple the Soviet Union, but they'll start flooding armament into Ukraine, and then they'll give them the go-ahead to do long-range attacks. Right now, Ukraine doesn't have that permission.
No.
But they're going to give them ballistics that can long range get into the Soviet Union.
But you still don't believe Ukraine will ever get into the UN?
No, I don't think that.
And Kim Jong-un, whatever, he looks very heavy. Like, I don't think anyone else eats.
Fat Asian. What are you going to do? There's some fat Asian.
Yeah, but everyone in North Korea is like skinny and poverty looking, and he just looks like
they all have tapeworms.
Oh, okay.
Every military guy that jumped the fence and came over to South Korea had tapeworms. They don't have any food. They were getting internally combusted.
He just eats it all.
Listen, when you're the king, you eat like a king.
He's the king. Okay.
In older times in the U.S. and Europe and all that, 1600s, 1700s, if you were fat,
yeah, that
people loved you. That meant you were doing good. Yeah, you were doing good.
Yeah,
it was a status symbol.
If you had
if you're fat, you're a slob.
now if you're fat, you're discriminating.
Yeah, you're a slob.
Okay. Dave.
Yeah.
Great show. And Puff Daddy definitely killed the Heat, allegedly.
He definitely did what?
He definitely allegedly killed the Heat. I have to say allegedly.
Well, I mean, it's a good conspiracy theory. It's one that people definitely.
All I'm saying is, what would have happened if Biggie was still alive?
Okay,
Dave, could you autograph your still picture for us next time?
I know, right?
I love that picture.
It's great.
I was gonna go out and come in, but I figured we were near the end.
No, we're good.
Yeah,
I
gotta go to bed.
So, Tyler, let me know when you can record.
Okay.
His next album,
the MMA thing, because I got yelled at for that. Did the Jack Della Don fight happen yet?
No, I think it's
that's
either this month or next.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And my cousin's gonna try to get tickets for
John Cena's Boston Farewell.
Yeah, I don't know since when you like John Cena, but okay. So for the voice of reason, Frozen Dave,
thank you,
Tyler. I mean, if this was
like Frozen Dave,
if this was PTI or no, pardon the interruption, Tyler would have won with the most points. Remember, pardon the interruption.
The bell would ring and they give you
points.
Yep.
Tyler would have won the night. He would have won the most. Dave said Tyler made a great point about 10 times.
He had some great points tonight.
Yeah. You give him a week off, and look what happened.
This is like PTI because Dave got frozen out of the screen because
he
didn't have enough points for the next round.
I didn't get enough points. I got kicked out of the round.
Kicked out of the round.
So, Dave, I'll find a case for Wednesday. I definitely want to get back. I missed the true crime.
Hey, I was at the Syracuse UConn game, Dave.
Yeah, he knows. I told him.
They should have never lost that game.
That was an abomination.
No, we're not talking about it, Tyler. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. I almost hit the field.
Abomination.
I was going to hit the field.
Brutal.
The OC Ozempic, he's got to go, and Brock got too cute. The defensive coordinator. That's all I'll say. The kid played great. And Jody didn't flip out on me today, which was awesome.
He didn't? Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. But yeah,
you don't know Joe D.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Burton. Joe Burton.
I said Joe B.
Oh, Joe Burton flipped out on the chancellor. That was awesome.
Oh my God.
That was the greatest
thing. Good.
No, Syracuse. He flipped out on the chancellor of Syracuse. Mike Burton's brother Joe played at Syracuse.
Okay.
And the chancellor came in his luxury box and he flipped out on him. And it was the greatest thing I've ever seen because the chancellor runs the college, I thought. So.
Yeah.
All right. So for Tyler King, all he does is train, teach class, beat that ass, and then pound it feverishly and make great political points. He's our political pundit, senior political analyst on the ground, on location, investigating Epstein's Island with the tip of his penis.
Yep, swabbing everybody.
Swabbing, baby.
And Coach Schumann, who just he looks majestic right now.
Coach David Frozone.
And I'm the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully.
So you say.
Remember, no one's gonna tell me different. So remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them back at life.